Okay, microphone is on. Hello, all of my loyal subjects. It is the What If King J-Man, and today I'm bringing you part 1 of What If Deku was Beast Boy for the 100 subscriber special. Okay, I'm gonna change a few things. Now, Hizashi and Inko Midoriya, I'm gonna change their quirks. Hizashi, he can transform into any animal as long as he's touching a part of it. Like a scale of a snake, a tooth of a bear, some fur of a wolf. Basically, anything anything of DNA that belongs to an animal. As if he touches it, then he can turn into it. He's actually gonna be a hero. So he's the number 4 hero right now, and Inko Midoriya, her quirk is just gonna be green skin, a useless mutation quirk. And Inko Midoriya, she actually runs a zoo in this, so it can be perfect for Izuku's quirk. Okay, I got everything out of the way. Now let's get into it. We start off with Izuku being born. The doctor says, "Almost there, Miss Midoriya, just keep pushing." Inko's screaming a little and giving birth to Izuku. As he says, "Congratulations, it's a healthy baby boy." Hizashi being really happy by this. "Oh, Izuku, Izuku, you're finally here. Welcome to the family." Inko and Hizashi look at him saying, "He's perfect." Inko says, "He has my green skin." Hizashi saying, "Do you think he would inherit my power too? Something combined with it?" The doctor says, "That is a possibility. We would have to do a few test runs on him for a little while, but we won't know for sure until he reaches at the age of 5. They say okay, and a few years go by when Izuku's at the age of 5, Izuku has always been fascinated with animals. He's always loved learning about them, petting them, even just straight up talking to them for no reason. He almost feels like he can understand them sometimes. As Hizashi and Inko, it's a normal day, and Inko says, "Hey, how about we all go visit my zoo? Hizashi, you have no work today, right, hon?" "Yep, today's my day off." "Izuku, no school, right?" "Yeah, Mom, I would love to go. I love seeing the animals. I love seeing the little animals." Midoriya being really happy to go to his mom's zoo because he really loves the animals there. When they're at the zoo, they're exploring a bit. Izuku looking at all the little animals. Some animals he's never even seen before, like some toucans, a bull, and Inko says, "Izuku, you want to know something?" "What is it, Mommy?" "There's actually a bunch of new lizards being transported today." Izuku says, "Really? Can we see them?" "Sure, they're over by the reptile exhibit. They should be done putting them in now." Izuku rushing over to the exhibit where the reptiles are, and him seeing the new lizards. Him being really excited seeing them. Hizashi thinking, "Aw, he loves animals just like me." Hizashi just hanging out with Izuku while they're looking at the lizards until Hizashi gets a phone call. "Oh, sorry, honey, I have to take this." What is it?" "It's work." "Really? They're calling you on your day off?" Yeah, being the number 4 hero, it's gotta have a lot of opportunities. As he answers the phone, saying, I'll be here for a minute. You guys can still look at the lizards. As he's on work reluctantly, him saying, what is it? I have to. What is it? I'm on my day off. I'm visiting my I'm on a day off. I'm hanging out with my family. There's just it's just a few paperwork things we have to send over to you. Really? You guys called me on my day off for that? I'm sorry, Hisashi, but protocol is protocol. Fine. As they're doing the paperwork over the phone. As Inko and Izuku are still looking at the lizards, Izuku looking at this one lizard in particular, him just staring at it, and him thinking, I wonder what it would like to be a lizard. And then out of nowhere, without him even realizing it, he transformed into a lizard. Him saying, Mom, what happened? Inko being shocked by this. Izuku, you activated your quirk. Mom, what happened? I'm a lizard? Him crawling up the wall and looking at Inko. Mom, what happened? Inko saying, calm down, Izuku, it's just your quirk. Izuku looking that he's a lizard now, him being really excited, climbing all over the walls and everything. Mom, look, I'm a lizard now! Oh my god, this is amazing! I'm crawling all over the walls. Inko saying, Izuku, wait here, stay here, I'm gonna go get your dad. Inko yelling, Hisashi! Hisashi hanging up on the phone and saying, what is it? Hisashi seeing this green lizard. Where's Izuku? Inko saying, that lizard is Izuku. He activated his quirk. Hisashi being excited by this. Him picking up Izuku. Izuku, can you hear me? Yes, Dad, I can hear you. I can understand you perfectly fine. Hisashi being really happy by this. You activated your quirk. Oh my god. Deku says, does that mean I can be a hero like you too, Dad? Of course, my boy. I would be really happy to see you become a hero. Izuku still as a lizard. Hisashi saying, we have to go to the quirk doctor to get this written down. Ingo says, yeah, we better cut this short. Izuku's a little upset, but I wanted to see the other animals. Not now, Izuku, this is more important. We have to get your quirk diagnosed. Okay, fine. Hisashi saying, do you think you can change it back? Sorry about that, had a sneeze. Him saying, I can try. Him thinking about wanting to be human again. Him transforming back. But his clothes are kind of ripped. Hisashi covering him up with a blanket and taking him to the hospital. To the quirk doctor, I mean. And in the car right there, Hisashi's asking a few questions. Izuku, did you touch the lizard at all? Did you touch the lizard at all or something? No, Dad, I was just looking at it, and then I thought to myself, I wonder what it would like to be a lizard. And then I transformed into it out of nowhere. Hisashi thinking, so, you must have an advanced form of my quirk. What do you mean, Dad? Well, my quirk allows me to touch the animals, and then I can transform into them. But you seem to just look at them, and then you can transform into them instantly. Izuku saying, really? So my quirk is more powerful than yours? I suppose so. So we better get this written down quickly. As they get to the quirk doctor, they're in the little room, and this is one of Hisashi's friends instead of that other doctor that treated Izuku. Because that doctor actually works for All For One, and I think he did steal the quirk. Because I do believe that theory. So yeah, No evil Mr. Goggles doctor. As they get there saying, Hizashi! Oh, what are you doing here? Hizashi saying, my son activated his quirk during our trip to the zoo. Oh, really? What happened? He was looking at some lizards when I was on the phone doing hero work, and he transformed into a lizard out of nowhere. They go into this little room, and they're sitting down Izuku. They give him a few new clothes and everything. Izuku, I want you to try transforming into that lizard again. Hizashi saying, do you think he needs to see the lizard, or do you think he needs to see the lizard in order to transform? That's what we're trying to find out, Hizashi. Okay, I can try. Izuku concentrating, thinking, wanting to be a lizard. Him transforming into the lizard. Him crawling over the walls again. Look at me! The doctor writing some stuff down. Okay. So it is the advanced form of your father's quirk. I think I came up with the perfect name for it. What is it? Animal Kingdom. Hizashi saying, that's a great name. What do you think, Izuku? Yay! Animal Kingdom! And Inko says, do you think it's because of my green skin quirk that his animals are also green? I do believe so. That might be the case. So yes, that might be the case. As Hizashi saying, Izuku, do you think you can transform into anything else? I can try. Him thinking about the toucan he saw earlier and transforming into it. Him flying around. Whoa, I can fly! Him squawking. Hizashi being excited about this. I'm proud of you! And the doctor thinking, okay, so he can transform into multiple animals in the fraction of a second. Izuku, are you feeling tired at all? A little. Only when I got bigger like this. Okay. Him writing things down. Hizashi saying, well, when I was a kid, it took me a long time for me to transform into anything bigger. So I think that might be the reason. One time I was just struggling to transform into a little bull. And then I kind of passed out through working out too hard. Okay, that does make sense. So, Izuku, you're only allowed to transform into small animals for now, then we'll work up your training. Izuku saying, okay, fine. As they get home, Izuku being really excited that he has a quirk and he can't wait to be a hero. Hizashi saying, I'm so proud of you. As the next day rolls around where Izuku goes to school, him getting dropped off by his dad, Hizashi dropping him off by the car, and him stepping out saying, okay, Izuku, I'll be back to pick you up later. Or maybe your mom will. We'll find out soon enough. Bye, Dad. And he says, bye, son. I'll be back later. And everyone being shocked by this. Your dad's the number 4 hero? Izuku says, well, yeah, I guess. Is that a big deal? Bakugo says, you think you're better than me? You green-skinned freak. That must be the useless quirk ever. Green skin, how useless. And Izuku getting upset because his mom has green skin, and he's even met some of his other family members who had green skin on Inko's side. Because most of Inko's family, they did have green skin quirks. Or mostly other skin type of different coloring, like some blue, some red. Mostly like a rainbow of family kind of stuff. And Hizashi's family does have a long line of animal quirk users. So that does happen. Deku says, "You don't have to be mean about it." Bakugo says, "Oh, you're just a useless Deku. I bet that's all your quirk can do. Just be having green skin." Izuku's saying, "Actually, Kachan, I activated my quirk yesterday." "Oh, really? What is it? It's not that good as my explosions." Izuku quickly transforming into a little wasp. Him saying, "Do you want me to sting you?" Bakugo running away since he's scared of wasps. So I'm just adding that. Everyone looking around is saying, "Izuku, so this is your quirk?" "Yes, I can transform into any animal I've seen before. Become the healthiest version of it. At least that's what my dad says. But I'm not allowed to transform into anything bigger without his say-so." As the rest of the day goes by, Izuku has quite a bit of friends, since his father is the number 4 hero, and he does have a pretty amazing quirk. As the day goes by, Izuku being a little upset when he gets home, Hisashi saying, "What's wrong, Izuku?" "It's just, a lot of people were mocking me because of how I look, being green skinned and having these weird pointed ears and these teeth. They kept saying the green skin part of me was useless." Hisashi being really upset by this. "Izuku, why didn't you tell me sooner?" "What do you mean, Dad? If I knew you were being bullied at school, I would have done something immediately." Inko saying, those little bastards dare mock my son?" Because Inko did suffer bullying in the past because of her green skin. Most of the family had to go through bullying just because of their skin, and everyone's saying how it was useless quirk, and you're basically quirkless at that point. Inko being upset, saying, "Okay, as soon as the next day, I'm gonna call the school right now and have a meeting with those people who made fun of you." Deku says, "You don't have to do that, Mommy. You don't have to do that, Mom." Hisashi said, "Oh no, Izuku, you have to stand up for yourself. And besides, you're my son. Of course I'm gonna do anything in my power to protect you." Deku says, "Thank you, Dad." Deku's dad says, "How about I help you train a little?" Okay. Would you like that?" "Yeah, I like that very much, Dad." As the next day is the weekend, as they start training, they're in the backyard and everything. Hisashi saying, "Okay, son, now I want you to try transforming into something a little bit. I want you to try transforming into something smaller." Izuku transforming into a little rat. Izuku as a little rat, just saying, "How's this, Dad?" Hisashi saying, "That's perfect, my boy." And Dad, what is it? "I want to ask you something." "What is it?" "Can I please transform into some bigger animals?" Hisashi saying, "What do we say? It'll wore you out. And besides, I don't think you're ready for that. You're too young." Izuku transforming into a cat saying, You can't resist the face. Please. Hisashi looking at his son saying, I can't. Too cute. Okay, fine. I will allow you to turn into one medium-sized animal. And let that be the only animal you can transform into if you need to defend yourself. Stop doing that. You're too cute. Izuku says, haha, you can't resist the face. Hisashi saying, damn him. That cute, adorable son of mine. When he turns into that cute little cat. God damn it. As Hisashi says, okay, I will allow you to turn to one medium-sized animal. Izuku getting excited, saying, what kind? Hisashi saying, how about, a dog? Izuku getting excited, saying, really? Yes, a dog. What kind? Maybe a Doberman. Thank you so much, Dad. As Izuku's looking at pictures of dogs and Dobermans, because Beast Boy's actual power is he could transform into any animal as long as he's seen it before. It can be picture, real life, video, a skeleton. As long as he's seen the animal, he can even turn into non-animals, like in fiction, like dragons or demons or some other thing, as long as he sees an animal form of it. Because Beast Boy, he can transform it into any living creature. He can even transform into animals that died out, it's extinct ones. Because that's how Beast Boy's powers work. So I will give him the ability to transform into other creatures besides normal animals, like some mystical creatures. And when I do that, I will use the actual pictures of the creatures I find. Even some of the animals that Izuku hasn't turned into, I will use, because I think that's amazing. Since I really love animals, I'm an animal fan myself. Sorry, getting that out of the way. Let's continue. As the years go by, Izuku... Oh, sorry. I meant to say something. As he's looking at pictures of Dobermans, him say, okay, Dad, I found one. Him looking at pictures of Dobermans, and Hisashi says, okay, now, I want you to come at me full force and defending yourself. Zeki says, okay, Dad, I'm coming. As he transforms into a Doberman, quickly rushing at him, trying to scratch him. Not really bite at him, just scratching at him and barking at him. Izuku and Hisashi just quickly training. And as we're gonna cut a few years when Izuku is 10. Him and Hisashi are talking. Him saying, Izuku, there's something I have to tell you. What is it, Dad? There's another reason why I haven't let you transform into bigger and stronger animals. Yeah, it's because you don't want me to get worn out. That's not the only reason. I also have this problem. A lot of people in our family did with animal quirks. Izuku says, what do you mean, Dad? Deku's dad said, what do you think an animal actually acts like? They're pure savagery. Wild animals can become completely ruthless at times. Izuku's thinking about that. What do you mean? Hisashi saying, listen, son, think about it. Big, strong animals are always ruthless. Look at bears. They're terrifying sometimes when they get overprotective and when they get angry. So that's why I didn't want you to transform into anything bigger. This is why I didn't want you to transform into anything bigger or stronger for a while now until you grasp the hold of it. Izuku saying, so I could lose control if I transform into an animal because of the animal's nature. Hisashi saying, exactly. You might lose control, and you could go on a rampage. Deku says, Are you sure, Dad? I'm certain of it. So that's why I want to train you, to make sure you couldn't transform into anything bigger. So I will be upping your training a little bit so I can give you a few more powerful animals that you can control into. Izuku hugging his dad saying, I love you, Dad. Hisashi saying, I love you too. As Izuku has been studying animals for a long time, and the training has gone up a bit more intensity, and Hisashi doing hero work, and him just hanging out with his mom and hanging out with some friends at school, Izuku's having a pretty active life. UA's gonna be college in this, and Izuku's really excited of him really wanting to be a hero. Sorry, cutting a few years. Sorry about that, had a yawn. As he's visiting a local aquarium, it's one of those aquariums on the side of town, and it's one of those aquariums where you can touch the actual animals and look at them underwater. Izuku loves hanging out with some animals in his free time, him sometimes actually going near a jungle and just hanging out with them. As he's walking around, Izuku just walking around, him hearing some of the dolphins chatter. Izuku quickly changing his vocal cords into that of a dolphin, and him speaking in their language. Him saying, hello Fred, hey George. And the dolphins wave at, and the dolphins swim around him. Swim up to the glass and start swimming around the glass near him. Izuku can talk, and Beast Boy can also translate animal language into English, because Beast Boy can talk to animals. Remember that. Sorry, I'm just really excited of this What If I wanted to do. I actually tried recording this yesterday, but it didn't work. I got interrupted. Sorry. Let's continue. As he's walking around, as he sees one exhibit that hasn't been opened yet. I mean, he's seeing these people near this octopus. It's 3 people and they're all girls. The guy hasn't put this in the aquarium yet. The guy hasn't put this in the exhibit yet. He went on break and he's kind of irresponsible. And the girls are looking at the octopus saying, aw, he's so cute. One of the girls actually gonna go to touch it. And Izuku quickly realizing what type of octopus this is. It's actually the blue-ringed octopus. If you don't know this type of species, then I suggest you stay away from it. If you see an octopus with blue rings, don't go near it. It has enough poison to kill 100 adult men. And they're just about to touch it. Izuku quickly realizing what they're about to do, him transforming into to a bull saying, "Get down!" As Izuku's chasing them away from the octopus, the girl saying, "What the heck? What are you doing? We just wanted to pet the octopus." Izuku saying, "Are you mad, woman? You could have touched a blue ring octopus." And the girl says, "So what's the danger in touching a cute little octopus that has blue rings on it?" Izuku saying, "You don't understand. This is the blue ring octopus. It has enough venom in its body to kill 100 adult men, and you almost touched it. Imagine what would have happened. And your body would shut down, your brain would go numb, your throat would quickly tied up, and you quickly slowly dying in a matter of hours. And there is no known antidote." All the friends being shocked by this saying, "Wait, we almost touched that thing?" Izuku says, "Yes, like idiots." Like idiots, yo. You almost touched that thing. The girl saying, I am really sorry. I didn't know you were trying to save me. I apologize." As Izuku transforms back to normal, him saying, "It's fine. Now where's the idiot responsible for this mess?" As the guy comes around saying, "What's going on?" Izuku quickly yelling at him, You left one of the most venomous creatures in the entire ocean near a kid's area without any sign saying, hey, don't touch this. And if I wasn't here to warn these girls, they would have all died." The guy saying, "What are you talking about? Oh my god, are you dumb?" The guy saying, "You don't have to be rude. What's going on?" The manager coming up saying, "What's going on?" Izuku quickly yelling at the guy saying, Are you the manager of this place?" "Yes, I am." Your employee almost let these girls die because he left one of the most venomous creatures in the ocean out in the open." The guy looking at what type of creature they were about to touch, and it's the blue ring octopus. The guy quickly slapping his employee saying, "Have you lost your mind? I can't believe you did that." "But I was on break." "I don't care if you were on break. You almost let these girls die because you had to eat your sandwich." Him quickly firing him and him saying, "I am deeply sorry about what my employee caused. Is there anything I can make it up to you?" "Don't make it up to me. Make it up to the girls who almost died." They say, "As long as you keep a closer eye on the animals, we will let this slide." And the girl he actually saved, this is gonna be the ship. Hold on, let me get to it. Here. It's Deku X Jiro. Jiro is one of my favorite people. It's one of my favorite characters in My Hero Academia. Also, she's pretty cute. So, if I ever do a what if, these are gonna probably be the main ships I do for a what if. It's either gonna be Deku X Jiro, Deku X Mina, Deku X Momo, and Deku X Female Todoroki. Those are probably gonna be the main ones. Sorry. As they're done talking, Jiro saying, "I really am sorry about how I freaked out earlier." Izuku says, "Don't worry about it, Mama. You probably You probably didn't realize. I don't blame you. When you study creatures for as long as I have, you know exactly what's to be expected. Jiro says, Did he just call me mama? Jiro saying, I'm gonna have to go. Okay, and one of Jiro's friends actually walks up to saying, So, thank you for saving my life and everything. Are you single or anything? Izuku quickly saying, I'm new to this. Are you hitting on me? The girl saying, No. As she whispers, yes. Izuku saying, not interested. And him quickly transforming into a bird and flying off. Now, I got a comment saying, hey, can you please do a female or male flirting joke? And if you're watching this, my guy, then all of this is up to you. I have no idea how to pronounce your name, but let me know in the comment if you want me to give you a shout out. Because I really am grateful. You say some of the nicest things to me, and honestly, I don't think I deserve it. So, that joke was for a guy, for that guy. He has a clown for a profile picture. And I just want to say thank you. As I'm thinking I'm gonna end this part off here, because I don't think I have enough time left. Or maybe I do, I don't know. Or maybe I continue for a little bit more. Maybe a few more minutes. No, I think I'm gonna end this part off here. Should I? Yeah, I think I will. Goodbye, all of my loyal subjects. Your king is gone. And Merry Christmas. A Merry late Christmas to all of you. Also, I'm gonna be back on schoolwork lately, since I have this huge packet to do, and it's just way too much for me. So yeah, I won't be posting that often, since I have to do all this schoolwork. Because listen to the sound of this. Yeah, you hear that? That's the sound of a big giant packet. So I have to go. Goodbye, all my loyal subjects.